Hello teacher and hello everyone. So today my topic for presentation is leader follower situation framework and its importance for effective leadership. So is my presentation outline for today. First one is introduction, the leader component, the follower component, the situation component, applications of the framework and conclusion. So let's begin with the introduction first. So leader follower situation structure is a model or structure that helps to organize and understand concept of a particular concept. It also shows the importance of appropriate structure approach that helps in making decisions, which involves series of steps such as it helps to identify the problem, gather information, identify best possible solutions, and evaluating the advantage and disadvantage of each solution, and among them solution selecting the best possible choice and implementing it. So there is an example here in the presentation that I mentioned, that the decision that we make in our daily life is deciding what to have for dinner. Like you have to think about whether you want to make dinner at the home or you want to have dinner out. So it all depends on your interest uh, to make a particular decision. So the next slide is the leader component. This is the first component in this framework. So let's talk something about leader. So leader is a person who leads the team and their followers to a directive path in order to achieve their individual goals or organizational goals. So leader involves traits, skills, and behavior of a leader. So these are the traits that an effective leader possesses, such as intelligence, charisma, and integrity. So these are basically like the leader personalities and leaders' values that they possess when they work in the organization. So the leader component is important in this framework in order to communicate effectively, making good decisions, and motivating followers. These all decisions comes under the leader responsibilities in order to achieve good outcome or in order to have high performance from the followers. So the another one, the leader also must be able to be flexible in any situation, and he must be able to adapt to fit the needs and expectations of the followers. The next component is the follower component. So if there is a leader to lead the team, there must be follower to shape the path or to follow the lead. So the follower component is basically involves characteristics, needs, and expectations of followers. This means if the leader component is the personality values of leader, then the follower component are the personality values and work related attitudes of followers. So they have interrelated with each other, as they must be able to have effective response between leader and follower in order to achieve high performance and the best outcome. So follower component comes after the leader component. And the last one is the situation component. Situation component is basically the situation in the organization where the leader and follower works together to achieve a certain organizational goal or their individual goals. Situation components can be some of the contextual factors such as organizational culture, the nature of the work, and the external environment. Organizational cultures refers to the policies and the process that the organization strictly follows and their activities that they do according to the ways that they have been doing for so many years. Nature of work. The nature of work is the work, the characteristics of work that the leader and follower follows within the organization, and the external environment are those environment that those are not controllable by the management and they might influence or impact on the decision that the leader made. So when these when these factors comes in the organization, the leader must be able to adapt and be flexible within the organization. They have to make up appropriate decisions and be able to make decision in a decisive manner. So the leadership must adopt appropriate leadership style that fits the needs and expectation of the followers. So the applications of framework. Application of framework describes as the how these three above mentioned leader, follower, and situation components are interrelated to each other. That means when they come together in the organization, they have to work as related with each other. They can't work alone, or they do not um, come as a single part. They comes as a whole in the organization. So the application implements the understanding between three components, which is mentioned in the name: leader, follower, and situation. And leaders must develop effective and positive work environment for the follower so that they can achieve higher performance and have the best outcome from the follower. So as I mentioned before as well, adapting leadership style to fit the situational context. So leader must have that capability or ability to adapt leadership style which fits their situation and which fits their decisions. So in order to do that, he or she must be able to motivate followers to result in a better performance. So, and our last slide is conclusion. So, in summary, the leader follower situation framework uh, basically includes three components: leader, follower, and situation, and it shows the shows the understanding the complexity of effective leadership. So if a leader has to make any kind of decision in the organization, he should be able to evaluate his own personality first and his or her followers' personality, work related attitudes, and what kind of situation is the leader in, so that he could make the best possible situation that helps to have effective performance. So the implication of organization to develop effective leadership. So as this framework helps to understand the relationship between three components, it also implicates for the organization to develop effective leadership. So in sum up, this framework describes how leader, follower, and situation are related to each other, and how a leader must be able to evaluate these three components when he or she has to make a certain decision within the organization. Thank you. That's all my presentation for today.